desisyon at pinawawalang bisa ito dahil it was attended with grave abuse of discretion. Hi, Miss Marian. Okay. Ma'am Saide, don't worry, kakaumpisa lang po natin. So, yun. Normally, in a criminal case, mayroong jeopardy. So, hindi pwedeng i-appeal, hindi pwede ang motion for reconsideration on judgments of acquittal. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, ay, motion for recon. Hindi. Dahil na, what does jeopardy mean? The person has already been put in danger of losing their liberty, or in some cases, their life. And with the acquittal, tama na. Sinasabi ng hukuman, kailangan tundukan yan, lalong-lalo na in criminal cases. Ngayon, bakit dito walang double jeopardy? Kasi, ayon sa Korte Suprema, kapag yung desisyon ng hukom sa trial court ay attended with grave abuse of discretion, ito po ay walang bisa. At dahil walang bisa, hindi ito second trial. Kung hindi, ay ibig sabihin ay tumutuloy pa rin ang kaso sa regional trial court. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa tapos. And therefore, yung first jeopardy ay hindi pa buo. Anong mangyayari ngayon? Babalik ang kaso sa regional trial court at para ikonsidera nung hukom yung ibang ebidensya. Kasi kaya sinasabi ng Court of Appeals na ang kaso, ang desisyon ay attended with grave abuse of discretion ay dahil ang ginamit lang ng hukom o ng judge ay yung recantation. Yung recantation, isa lang yon sa ebidensya. Kailangan ikonsidera ng hukom ang lahat ng ebidensya na iprinisinta. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, naalala ko yung mga facts dito, ang problema ng depensa ni Laila de Lima doon sa kanyang mga kaso sa Regional Trial Court ay wala silang ebidensyang ipangsasalag sa prosecution. So, pagka ganon, ang prosecution lang ang nag-provide ng ebidensya. Hindi nag-provide ng ebidensya ang defense. The court will make a decision based only on the evidence presented. So, ang nagpresenta lang ay ang prosecution. Nag-file kasi sina Laila de Lima ng demurrer to evidence. Ibig sabihin, kini-question nila kung sapat yung ebidensya ng prosecution. Hindi ko sure kung ito yon kasi dalawa yung kaso eh. So, in this case, sinabi hindi. Ibig sabihin, dapat nagpresenta pa ng ebidensya yung defense. So, in this case, babalik sa trial. Kung tama yung iniisip ko, dalawa kasi nga yung kaso. Yung isang kaso, demurrer to evidence denied. Presenta sila ng ebidensya, pero inacquit. Doon sa isang kaso, dahil sa recantation, sinabi ng judge, ito na nga pala yan. Dahil sa recantation, nag-acquit na kagad si judge at sinabi niya, hindi enough yung ebidensya. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag pinawalang bisa yung acquittal, kailangan i-considera ng judge lahat ng ebidensya. I-presenta niya lahat ng ebidensya. Or maaaring bigyan ng pagkakataon ang depensa na mag-provide ng additional evidence. No, it's not a mere error in judgment. It is a big error in judgment kasi this is a judgment attended with grave abuse of discretion. It is not a misapplication of the law, but rather the failure of the judge to consider other evidence. What do you mean, chill lang daw sila? Chill. Chill. Uy, ayusin nyo naman yung spelling nyo. So, chill lang daw sila, attorney, kasi baliwala daw yung pagbawi dahil pinapaayos lang daw ng CA yung pagpapatigil ng kaso. Wala daw kulong yun. Yan ang pinapalabas nila sa X or Twitter. Kasi ang nakalagay sa decision ng Court of Appeals, remand to the trial court. Ngayon, pwede rin naman ding konsiderahin ng judge na ito ay in the nature of a motion for reconsideration at magde-decide siya uli. This time, using other evidence. So that could go, it could go that way. Not exactly that way. Hindi yung baliwala. But hindi siya baliwala kasi vacated yung judgment eh. So, remanded to the trial court, either the judge will reconsider his decision on his own, motu proprio, and include in his decision the examination of other evidence. Wala pong disbarment case si Chel Jokno. Bakit mo niya sinasabing may disbarment case si Chel Jokno? Wala po siyang disbarment case. Doon sa kaso ng mga mangingisda sa Palawan, supposedly na nagrereklamo na sila daw po ay hindi nakakapaglayag at nakakapangisda at sila po ay nagkakaso sa national government. Binawi yung kaso, sabi nila hindi sila nag-authorize at hindi nila kinalalang abogado nila si Attorney Chel Jokno. Pinagalitan si Attorney Chel na admonish siya ng Supreme Court at sinabing wag niyo uling gagawin yan. Kasi inassume niya na siya yung abogado, hindi pa pala niya nami-meet yung kanyang mga kliyente o nakakausap. O kung nakausap man, hindi pa yung parang in-person or face-to-face. So, it can go either way, ha? Pwedeng itrato ng hukuman na on their own without need for the filing of motions, etc., or even the reception of additional evidence, ay sila po ay gagawa ng bagong desisyon. However, kung ako ang nasa panig ng prosecution, since the judgment of acquittal is vacated, kailangan bumalik sa kulungan ang nasa sakdal because the regional trial court retains jurisdiction over her person. So magkakaroon pa yan ng debate. Ang tingin ko malamang magfa-file ng motion for recon si Attorney De Lima at sasabihin niya na kung maaari, the Court of Appeals reconsider its decision. Kung hindi, maaari din siyang umakyat sa mas mataas na hukuman sa Supreme Court at ipavacate naman ang desisyon ng Court of Appeals. The other option is bumaba siya sa RTC at sabihin na hindi na dapat siya bumalik sa kulungan dahil nga this is simply has the same nature as a motion for reconsideration. O ayan, wag pa ulit-ulit ha. Sinagot ko na yung tanong kung babalik ba siya sa kulungan. It can go either way. It can go either way. Pwedeng sabihin kung ako ang nasa prosecution, sasabihin ko, maliwanag yung decision ng Court of Appeals that the decision of acquittal is vacated. Void siya dahil it was attended with grave abuse of discretion. At dahil doon, hindi dapat siya since walang bisa yung acquittal, the regional trial court retains jurisdiction over her person and therefore kailangan niyang bumalik sa kulungan. Hindi po nga yan available eh. So, pero maaaring i-bring up yan ni Attorney De Lima either with the Court of Appeals or with the Supreme Court or i-argue niya doon sa regional trial court. So, hindi pa natin, it's possible that she goes back to jail, but it is also possible na pag ang i-argue ng panig niya doon sa hukuman, sa baba, sa regional trial court, ay hindi na dapat siya bumalik sa kulungan. Yes, pwedeng mag-request ng inhibition ng dating judge. Pero dapat patunayan yung bias or whatever. Ano yung whatever grounds gagamitin. Guys, huwag niyo namang sabihin, what about so and so? Explain nyo, ano yung tinatanong ninyo? Sabi ni Leoni, what about Kerwin? O what about him? Ano po ang tinatanong ninyo? Kahit na drugs po ang kaso niya, it will depend nga on the argument. Kaya nga sinabi ko, di ba, kung ako ang nasa prosecution, non-bailable yung kaso niya. And since the RTC retains jurisdiction over her person, dapat bumalik siya sa kulungan. Next. Pwede nga rin siya. Hindi siya kaagad makukulong kasi kung mag-file siya ng motion for reconsideration, hindi pa magiging final ang decision and therefore she will still be outside. When you say the prosecution, are you referring to DOJ? In the higher court, in the Court of Appeals, it is the Solgen. In the regional trial court, it is the city prosecutor. Yes, they're under the DOJ. Pero I wouldn't be so quick to judge, ha? Huwag niyong iisipin na yung mga city and assistant city prosecutors have the same mentality as the DOJ secretary, kung yan po ang sinasabi ninyo. Sabi ni Emmanuel, regardless of the decision of the Court of Appeals, the point here is, hahayaan ba siya ni Romualdez makulong since siya ay isa sa mga staunch Duterte critics? What do you mean? Wala namang kinalaman si House Speaker Romualdez dyan. And if he oversteps his jurisdiction, siguro naman maririnig natin yan. Now, okay, legally speaking, wala siyang boses dyan. At tignan mo, ewan ko ha, pero dun sa mga naririnig nating mga kaso, nakikita natin ang gumagalaw dyan ay si DOJ Secretary, kadalasan. Sabi ni Edgar, due to insistent public demand, baka pwede raw si General Torre ang umaresto kay De Lima. Pwede. Yung connections under the table. Alam nyo, guys, kilala nyo ko, I will not indulge in speculation kung wala tayong ebidensya niyan, ha? We can talk about yung mga rumors and all that. But right now, there's not even a rumor na pinakikialaman ng kung sinong tao ang kaso ni Laila de Lima. Sabi ni Carlos, this is just a palliative measure to divert the attention of the people on the massive election fraud committed by the COMELEC. Hindi ko talaga naiintindihan why you won't take the win. Bakit nyo dina-downplay ito? Bakit ninyo binabaliwala? Why are you trying to diminish this decision? Take the freaking win! What the heck? Bakit? Nakalimutan ba yung kaso sa COMELEC? Kinampihan nga tayo ng EU in a way. Marami pa rin nagtatanong, may mga kaso na pina-file si Attorney Torion. But when the case is filed, who cares about attention anymore? The legal system takes over. The attention doesn't really matter that much. There are instances talaga na I do not see the logic when you say, ay, diversion lang yan. Sometimes it's true, yes. But in this case, ang layo naman. Sa lahat ng gagamitin ninyong means to divert attention, si Laila de Lima, talaga, what about the work that the lawyers at the Solgen put in? Baliwala ba yun? This is a win. Take the frigging win. Don't diminish it. Sayang. Hindi nyo ba nakikita? It's like the elections. Of course, it might have been attended with what appears to be irregularities. Pero my goodness, 5 solid. Ngayon, tingnan natin kung ano na nangyayari doon sa impeachment. Umatwas na si BBM. May mga pinag-uusapan pa rin ng impeachment. Yan na nga, si former SOJ, si Senator Laila de Lima, dating Senadora Laila de Lima, si Chel Jokno, may mga press release na excited sila maging prosecutor sa impeachment. Jesus, paano kung walang impeachment? Paano kung outright dismissal ang pagboboto ng mga senador? Kasi yung mga senador ngayon, counting those that are left behind, counting those that are going to come in, honestly, do you think it stands a snowball's chance in hell now? Tingin ko yung mga usap-usap ng mga nina Attorney Chel, nina Attorney De Lima, ni Speaker Romualdez, whistling in the dark yan trying to make it look like go pa rin kami sa impeachment, even in the face of defeat, in the face of all the factors pointing towards a dismissal of the case. Take this win, for crying out loud. Huwag nyo nang idikit dito sa impeachment or with anything else. Take it, it's a win. Even if it's temporary, it's a win. Sino may sabing dismiss na yung impeachment ni VP? Wala pa akong nakikitang desisyon yan ng Korte Suprema. Meron ba? At saan po nakalagay? Sinong nagsabi? Pag sinabi ninyong dismiss na daw yung yung impeachment ni VP Inday, sino po nagsabi para matignan natin kung totoo yan? No. Sabi ni Edgardo Sicat, posible po bang madisbar si RTC Judge Alcantara? Most likely not. Kailangan, minsan nagkakamali din ang mga hukom. Ngayon, hindi po subject to disbarment ang mga judges. Doon po sila sa disciplinary action ng court administrator. Iba po yung kanila. Iba po sa mga hukom. Narinig at napanood sa Net25. Ang sabi nila may Supreme Court decision na o baka magka-Supreme Court decision na. Ito. Sabi ni Jay, I disagree. For De Lima et al., it's an opportunity. For Romualdez, it's desperation. I think you have a point. So, ano exactly ang sinabi sa NEP 25? Sabi ni Jose, wala pa. Assumption lang ng media dahil sa resulta ng eleksyon. So, listen carefully pala. No, not yet. Okay, disqualification does not happen simply because you have a case. Uulitin ko, ang dami pa rin hindi nakakaano, no? But we keep answering these questions kasi marami pa rin hindi nakakaintindi. Kumot may kaso ka doesn't mean madi-disqualify ka. Kailangan convicted ka by final judgment. Kaya nakatakbo si Franz Castro, in all likelihood, either inapila niya yan or minotion for recon niya, hindi pa final yung decision. Yes, convicted siya. But if she appealed to a higher court, the decision is not final. And a disqualification only happens when the decision has gained finality.